Leading off for Fayette Academy, center fielder Isaac Armour. Leading off, hitting from the right side of the plate against the left-handed pitching and very crafty left-hander Tucker Smith. Out of the windup, Tucker uncalls, fires down low. It's in the dirt, ball one. It's different when Taylor Howell is not behind the plate. Taylor is about 6'1" or so. He makes a big target, and tonight behind home plate is Mr. Morris. Drew Morris, not quite. The large target behind home plate is Taylor Howell, who's playing down at first base tonight. The 1-0 pitch called, a strike one that evens the count at a ball and a strike. Those sort of things make a difference to the pitcher. If you've ever pitched, you know what I'm talking about.
Well, it's who you have confidence in, but Drew's going to do a good job back there.
The 0 making the 1-1. Chop foul behind home plate. That'll even the count at a ball and a strike.
And you've got the veteran. It's a good thing you got a veteran pitcher on there. For a younger pitcher, it would make a difference. And you got to think for the future. Taylor Howell next year will be wearing a University of Memphis Tiger uniform.
Yes, he will. I know you're glad of that, Coach.
Oh, I'm proud of that.
Here's the 1-2. Smith uncoils, fires, and a swing and a miss, gets away from the catcher. He'll have to throw him out, and he's not going to do it. That ball got away down the first base line. And to the credit of Armour, he didn't hesitate after he swung and missed. He took off digging down that first base line, and he gets there easily. It's a strikeout. But Armour winds up down at first base to lead off the game. That'll bring up the pitcher for Fayette Academy, Tyler Clyde. How do you score that, Coach?
Well, you score that a strikeout, and there's no put out in the game, so we still got to have 27 put out on a 9-inning game, 21. Anyway, you score it that way, and it's a wild pitch because the curveball broke so far. The catcher never really had a chance.
First pitch to Clyde, a swing and a miss. No balls and a strike on Tyler Clyde, the pitcher for Fayette Academy. Clyde hits from the right side of the plate. The 0-1 off the fist down the first base line. And there's Howell picking it off the grass, just barely above that blade of grass for out number one. He was in covering first base, or he'd have had no chance of catching that ball in the air. Good fortune and a nice play. Nice reaction time by Taylor Howell. So one gone. And Armour is still down at first base. Here's the third baseman, Bo Culver, with one gone at the top of the first inning for Fayette Academy, and Armour down at first base. Out of the stretch, Tucker Smith, curveball caught the outside corner, strike one called. Bo Culver also hits from the right side against the left-handed pitching Tucker Smith. Tucker backdoored him with the curveball.
And he's got a good one, too. He's got to make that curveball work the corners. He'll work them inside, outside.
So to first base, gets away from Howell, but not far enough. Staying put there is Isaac Armour. Armour struck out to start the game, but he got away from the catcher, and Armour able to reach first base.
And, of course, the pitches are actually called from the dugout. Spencer Nelson calls them, relays to the catcher, and then the pitcher gets his sign.
The 0-1 pitch, that's in the dirt. Nice play with the catcher, Morris. Or pardon me, the catcher, yes, Morris. First time we've seen this young man catch. You're just joining us, Taylor Howell, the normal starting catcher for the Bruins and one of the best in the state. Resting his knees tonight, playing first base. The 1-1. Curveball, that's downstairs, 2 balls and a strike.
Now, when you're an umpire, you like to work behind the veteran catcher. Even if the young catcher is good, you still feel more comfortable behind that veteran catcher.
And Debo's caught many times behind Taylor Howell.
Yes.
The 2-1 pitch on its way. Lifted in the air down the right field line, foul, and that's going to make the stands down that right field line. That'll even account at 2 balls and 2 strikes with the top of inning number 1. Scoreless here at USJ. The Bruins hosting the Fayette Academy Vikings.
Jacob Atkins out there getting a little different perspective than being on first base, but he gave that one a little chase. Outfield straight away. Deep in left field, a little deeper than I thought they might play. Of course, this is the number 3 hitter.
Shadows covering just behind the pitcher's mound to home plate. 2-2 just outside. That'll run the count full.
Nice looking pitch there, Dan.
Well, some of the home crowd thought that was strike 3. Devo, one of the best behind the plate, said no, they curved around the plate.
I'll accept it because he said it.
Payoff pitch on its way. Lifted in the air. Behind home plate. That's going to stay in play. And here is this ball landing just behind the catcher. Harmlessly. Nearly hit him in the head. There was some confusion at home plate. That landed just outside the dirt area at home plate.
And I think he lost it in the sun.
Could be about 5 feet away from the catcher. I think it was that, and pitcher Tucker Smith was standing right next to him.
That doesn't help. That makes you feel uncomfortable.
So a break for a bowl cover. We'll do it again. Here's the payoff pitch. Hammered. Right center field. This one could be trouble. Way back there out his horse near the track. Not going to get it. It's down against the wall in the right field power alley. Rounding second and cruising into third base is Armour, and pulling up at second base with a stand-up double is Bo Culver. As Culver made him pay, he got an extra swing at it, but he hammers a double in the right center field power alley.
He sure did. He got all. I'm going to tell you what, though, Colt Simmons really gave it a great chase. Of course, people are saying, no, you say the wrong guy. No, Cage's not out there right now. He's going to miss a game or two.
Now it's a cleanup hitter, the first baseman, David Work.
Big, strong guy.
Yeah, he is, Coach. He also hits to the right side of the plate against the left-handed throwing Tucker Smith. First pitch to Work, swinging a miss. Off speed with a curveball, got him out in front. Big out right here, only one down at the top of the first inning. The leadoff hitter struck out, but he got away from the catcher, and he reached first base. One gone, and runners on second and third after Bo Culver doubled with one out. The 0-1, that's inside. Even a count at a ball and a strike.
Now you notice that the catcher, because he had his signs down a little, he'll go through a series of signs with a runner at second, and we got to know which one, where they're taking the second sign, third sign, or what with the runner at second.
The 1-1, swing and a miss, got the fastball by him. This would be a big out number 2 if he can get him to strike out right now. A number of different ways to get that run home from third base.
Yeah, it takes away the sacrifice fly if you can get this second out.
Here's 1-2 pitch on its way. That's up high, gets away from the catcher, but not far enough. Armour's going to stay put at third base. Smith wasted that pitch up high, and it nearly got over the head of the catcher, Morris, who is not as tall as Taylor Howell.
No, he's not. And, you know, the old catcher's mitt was tough to handle some pitches, but it had that rounded pocket. This one's one of those break hinge mitts.
Here's a 2-2 offering. Swing and a miss. Take a little bit off of that curveball. That's a big strikeout there. Now 2 gone, and it's up to right fielder Thomas Williams. If the Vikings going to break through here to first inning.
You can see Tucker feels a little better after getting that one.
I like Drew Morris, this catcher. You can tell he's a player. That's a baseball player right there. And Coach, I think you're right. That side, looking right into it, cost him on that pop up behind home plate. Fastball, swinging a miss.
Yeah, I looked up at it a minute ago and I couldn't see anything on my left eye. My right one was shielded from the sun.
Well, and where Morris is squatting behind home plate is in the shadows, and he had to step just outside the shadows and look right into the sun to try to catch that high pop fly. Here's the 0-1. Popped him up. First base side, this may stay in play for Howell. Up against the fence. Can't get to it. He was reaching over that fence and nearly hauled it in. Just out of reach.
I'll tell you what, Taylor made that fence give a little bit then.
He sure did.
He's a big young man. And almost bailed his pitcher out. But, hey, 2 strike count, 2 outs, 2 on. We in business.
Ring that bells. Well, no, wait a minute.
No, we got to have the balls.
We got 0-2.
Yeah, we got 0-2.
But the batter's way, number 2. I say ring that bell.
Deuce is wild here.
Here's the 0-2. Wasted one high and outside. Tried to get Williams to chase it. He wouldn't offer at it.
Tucker's got a good idea. He needs to hold the fastball when he's wasting that one just a hair longer. His release point's a little high.
USJ 14-5 on the season. Here's the 1-2 pitch. Chop foul down the third base side. Count will stay 1 ball and 2 strikes. 2 outs, top of the first inning. Fayette Academy, they've got a very talented young baseball team. They've taken their lumps on this very tough Division II Single A region here in the West. 3 wins, 10 losses on the year for Fayette Academy. Here's the 1-2. Curveball, that stayed outside. That'll even the count at 2 balls and 2 strikes. 2 outs. And at the plate, weighing number 2 is Thomas Williams. This is a truly wow.
Yeah, they beat Bolivar 17-10 Saturday. Actually took 2 from Bolivar last week.
They feel like they're playing their best baseball of the year. And I agree. The 2-2. Swing and a miss. So Tucker Smith with 1 out and runners on second and third. Strikes out. Our production team, Worthy Road Studio. So here's Carson Nicola, the left fielder leading off for the Bruins, hitting from the left side of the plate against the right-handed senior pitcher, Tyler Clyde for Fayette Academy. Clyde out of the windup, uncoils, fastball off the outside corner. Kind of a crossfire to the left-handed batter.
Yes, it is. And this is senior pitcher. He's experienced, knows what he's doing. Carson had a tough time, hit the ball well at Southside, but hit a bunch of atom balls the other day, right at him.
The 0-1 is outside. Atom ball, kind of like a Russian bear dog.
Yeah, atom ball.
Cameron used to have a Russian bear dog. Here's the 1-1 pitch. Hit on the ground to second base. That one is scooped up and over to first in time to retire Nicola. So 1 gone. And now it's shortstop Logan Antwine for the Bruins.
And he was 1 for 3. Had a big hit in the matter of fact, he's the one who got that rally started in the 5th inning and scored 1 of the runs Friday night. And a big win for USJ, 5-4.
Logan hits him to left side of the plate. That Russian bear dog Cameron had. What is a Russian bear dog? We'll tell you in a moment. Here's the first pitch to Antwine on its way. Caught the inside corner with a fastball. Strike 1.
Tough pitch for a left-handed hitter to hit right there. Almost handcuffs you.
A Russian bear dog. All it's good for is rushing around the house and bearing down on a biscuit. The 0-1, that's down low. A ball and a strike. No, I don't want to speak ill of the dead. Christy was a great dog.
Yeah.
She was a sweet, sweet puppy.
Well, now I had a couple of Heinz 57 dogs, 57 varieties.
Kind of a mutt, huh,
Yeah,
Coach?
yes.
Those,
lovable mutts, though.
Oh, they turned out to be the best. Here's the 1-1. Beautiful curveball, swing and a miss. It's a ball and 2 strikes on Logan Antwine. Yeah, they say the best pets find you.
Yes, and then I've had a couple of walk-ups, too, just like walk-ups to the concession stand or ticket booth.
That's right. Here's the 1-2 pitch to Antwine. Curveball that stayed outside.
Klein really wanted Logan to bite it that one. Playing him a little bit to the right field line, straight away in center and left field.
The dimensions here at Bruin Park, 320 down both the left and right field lines. 2-2 hit him. I caught him. Kind of glancing blow off the right calf. And down to first base goes Logan Antwine. So the Bruins have their first base runner of the game. It comes with 1 out in the bottom of the first in a scoreless game. And now it's center fielder Cole Salmons hitting from the right side against right-handed pitching senior Tyler Klein for the Vikings.
3 for 4 Dan with a home run Friday night.
Not a bad evening.
Yeah,
Coach.
that's a good night's work right there.
Out of the stretch, Klein for the first time tonight. He'll throw over to first base. Chase Antwine back. He goes back, diving back to first base safely.
Well, let's see if they keep it on, Dan. They had Logan was running then. Trust me, he was running. But let's see
It
if
looked
they
like he had him leading a little bit. See why Jack Peel signals over to Ronnie Gidden. Klein looks in. to the plate. Curveball, swing and a miss. Chased to one way out of the strike zone. Makes me think they had a hit and run going there, Coach, but not a lot of room over there at first base by Antwine as far as a lead.
No, you're right, Dan. And they may have taken it off, and sometimes you miss. Somebody may have missed a signal, Ben.
Although that was a late breaking curveball by Klein.
Vicious.
He'll throw to first base. Antwine dives back safely again. This game brought to you in part by Home Medical Products. Hey, if you got a CPAP or you need CPAP resupplies, all those supplies for CPAP, BiPAPs, you name it. Home oxygen, oxygen concentrators, Home Medical Products. Another throw to first base, and he gets away from the first baseman. There goes Antwine. He's headed to second base. He'll pull up at second without a throw. As Klein, being bothered by Antwine over there at first base, threw that one low, and the first baseman couldn't handle it. So Antwine will move to second base, so the Bruins have their first base runner in scoring position tonight. One out. No balls and a strike on the batter, Cole Sammons. Klein to the plate, curveball in the dirt. There goes Antwine to third. He's going to slide in there safely. Nice play for the catcher to make it as close as he did. He pounced on that one and threw it down to first base. Catching tonight is Garrett Johnson for the Vikings.
Yeah, we won't call his name tonight because they've got a designated hitter and he's just catching. That's all he's doing right now.
Sound like Bill Parcells talking about kickers, Coach. Yeah. Here's the 1-1. That's outside, 2 balls and a strike.
And Madison has beaten Middleton. That's the final in baseball, 2-1.
Look at them Mustangs. Boy, a year after the devastating graduation of Cameron Greer, they're playing good baseball.
Well, that was a big loss right there.
Well,
our gain, though. Our gain on the board.
Well, no one thought he was going to graduate. It was caught him by surprise.
That's what his brother told me the other day.
The 2-1's a curveball. That's outside. 3 balls and a strike on Cole Sammons. Now, Sammons, a dangerous hitter in the driver's seat, way ahead of the count, 3-1.
Well, you know, they cut him loose on 3-0s when he hit that home run the other night.
He's good with that bat in his hand. Here's the 3-1. On its way. Popped him up. That was going to make the stands over the Fayette Academy dugout, so that'll run the count full on Cole Sammons. Home Medical Products, a local company. You want to reorder CPAP supplies, just log on to hmpinc.net, and right there makes it very easy. At the top of the page, just click on reorder CPAP supplies, or call 660-0084. The payoff, curveball hit on the ground hard to shortstop. That's going to get a run home. Long throw to first in time to retire Cole Sammons, but Sammons able to get Antwine home from third base. And the Bruins take a 1-0 lead with 2 outs in the bottom of inning number 1. That'll bring to the plate. Playing first base tonight, the cleanup hitter, Taylor Howell.
And Howell was 2 for 3 the other night with a couple of RBIs against Southside.
First pitch to Howell, curveball, a beauty, called strike 1.
Klein has a nice little curveball. It kind of freezes you sometimes.
Busy night here on the campus of USJ. Here's the 0-1. Fastball outside. They've got tennis going on. They've got soccer. A soccer game over there. They probably got a Lady Bruin softball game. I mean, this parking lot is full, and they got the tennis courts humming over there as well, Coach.
Big track meet today, too, up at the stadium.
Oh, boy. 1-1. Fouled back. That's going to make the soccer field off to our right. Just over our right shoulder.
I just hope nobody tries to kick that. It's a little smaller than a soccer ball.
Yes, it is. Beautiful campus here. It's going to get even more beautiful. They got a multi-million-dollar renovation coming to this campus. Here's the 3-1. Hammer, left center field. That's going to get down and get to the wall. Here's Hal rounding first. He's cruising into second base with a 2-out stand-up double. Taylor Howell, line shot into the left center field power alley. That one nearly got out of here.
Yes, it did. He got all of that one. Pitched just a little bit high. Was in Taylor Howell's wheelhouse, and he'll run for himself tonight since he's not catching.
That'll give pitcher Tucker Smith an RBI opportunity with 2 outs in the bottom of the first inning. Tucker pitched a scoreless first inning.
And he was 1 for 4 Friday night, and he's hit the ball well this year.
It's a fun game over at Jackson Southside Friday night. Good to see Jeff White and all the folks at Jackson Southside. It's a class operation over there, isn't it?
It is. A lot of good people out there. Nita Tucker, I keep wanting to call her Nita Ellis. That's who she was when she was a post player at Southside and then later at Lamb. But great job. And one of my former players, Cassandra Gillespie, she's Cassandra Sane now, is AD and assistant principal.
Strike one called in the first pitch. The 0-1's outside. A ball and a strike on Tucker Smith. The Bruins 1 run in here in the bottom of the first inning to take a 1-0 lead. 2 outs. Standing down at second base, Taylor Howell with a 2-out stand-up double. The 1-1 on its way. Curveball hit hard. That's going to get between short and third into left field. Here's Howell rounding third. He's going to score. Moving over to second base is Smith. Slides in there safely. And the Bruins with some 2-out noise here as Tucker Smith doubles home Taylor Howell, and the Bruins take a 2-0 lead.
And right there, just good baseball. Of course, we'll get the pinch runner for Tucker Smith. And I believe, Dan, that's number 22.
Andrew Coy, you're correct, Coach. So Coy got a pinch run for the pitcher Tucker Smith, the courtesy runner they call it officially. Now with 2 outs, Jacob Atkins with an RBI opportunity. Jacob playing right field tonight, normally plays first base. Hits from the left side, first pitch swinging, pops it up foul and out of play over the Bruin dugout.
And he had a big hit in that 5th inning out at Southside. That was the big inning in a 5-4 win. We had a real white knuckler the other night.
Oh, Coach, you know how I love those white knucklers.
Yep. Neil likes those rented mules.
He's the rented muse, the donkey whisperer. If you want to get technical about it, some say he's the jackass whisperer. I think that's a techno. Well, now, how did that? Is that the how do they call donkeys by that name? Is that I don't know the history of that. Do you?
No, I'm not up on that. Know a little more about horse whispers.
Well, you got to graduate to horses, Coach. You start with it.
Well, I skipped a couple of grades.
Well, you were grandfathered in with the horses.
Yeah, I am a grandfather. You're right.
The 1-1 is called strike 2 on the outside corner.
And I want to say hey to Harper and Kaya, who are listening in Franklin, Tennessee.
What a beautiful part of the world.
Yeah, Mo Grimes, in Mount Pleasant, sometimes known as Mount Misery.
Hello, Mo. Boy, one of my favorite human beings.
Yes.
1-2 pitch to Atkins. In the dirt, gets away from the catcher. Moving to third base without a throw is Andrew Coy. So the Bruins with another run now, standing 90 feet from home plate. The counts on the hitter Jacob Atkins. 2 balls, 2 strikes. There's 2 outs. 2 runs in. Deuce is wild here in the bottom of inning number 1. 2-0 Bruins over Fayette Academy. 2-2. Klein going to work out of the stretch. Hammered right field. This one's deep. Way back there at the track. At the wall. And it's off the wall. That's going to get a run home. Coy will score easily. And cruising into second base is Jacob Atkins with a stand-up double. That one nearly got out of here. It was a great effort in right field. Moving all the way back against the wall to try to make that play in right field was Thomas Williams. And, Coach, he was jolted when his left shoulder hit that ball. He nearly made the catch. Great effort. That was just a tough play looking into the sun as well.
Oh, it was a great effort by the young man out there. Nearly came up with the defensive play of the game. and Coach Rodney Patterson for Fayette Academy going out to settle his. Sometimes you even have to talk to seniors, and he's actually thrown some good pitches, had some good curveballs break off. But you know what? When USJ, when it warms up, their bats warm up too.
You ain't kidding. That's been characteristic for the Bruins. Jack Pule's team loves warm weather, and Jack's teams always get better as the season progresses.
Yes, they do.
Here's Spencer Morris playing third base for the Bruins today. He's the 7th Bruin to bat this inning. First pitch, tried to check his swing, couldn't do it. He went around strike one on that curveball that hit out in front of the plates.
Yeah, he tried really hard to hold up on that one, but didn't get it.
Couldn't stop that momentum.
No, once it starts going.
0-1 to Spencer Morris. Here's the 0-1. Fast strike called outside corner. Quickly 0-2 on Spencer Morris. 3 hits in the bottom of this first inning for the Bruins have produced 3 runs. 3-0 USJ. 2 outs, bottom of inning number 1. Tyler Clyde out of the stretch, the 0-2. Bouncing ball slowly to second. Going to have to hurry just in time to retire Morris and get out of the inning. But the damage done after 1 complete. It's the Bruins 3 and the Vikings nothing on Jackson's News Talk 101.5 and WNWS.com. Paul Schulze, Lawson, Maine. Michael Osborne on our digital TV network site at WNWS.com. You can watch tonight's game. The 0-1. Fouled down the first base side off of the Viking dugout. It's quickly 0-2 on Thomas Williams.
Let's see if Tucker Smith goes right after him or if he tries to get him to swing at something bad here.
Tucker out of the windup, uncoils, fires, high and outside. Coach hinted at it. Tucker likes to try to make you go fishing when he's way ahead in the counts.
He does, and he's at his best when he moves the ball around. Of course, curveball is his big out pitch, but he can sneak that fastball by you sometimes. 1-2.
Hammered, center field. There's plenty of room out there, backing up and making the play for out number 1. Cole Salmons always plays a very solid center field. So 1 gone. Shortstop Quint Stackley will hit for the Vikings. Quint hits on the left side of the plate against the left-handed pitching Tucker Smith. Pardon me, that's Brent Culver, the designated hitter. First pitch, strike 1 called. Tucker Smith rocks and fires. Rockin' Dough Pizza and Brew Company bringing you this game.
Yeah, brunch at Rockin' Dough.
Oh, jeez, Coach. I got to tell you about the brunch I had Sunday. Swing and a miss. Quickly 0-2 on Culver. Man, the beignets there. Have you ever had those? It's Rockin' Dough Pizza. Holy moly.
Yes.
Oh. Fried dough with icing and powdered sugar. Swing and a miss on 3 pitches. Down goes Culver. 2 gone. In the top of the second, left fielder Sam Thornton. It's in the right side of the plate. Those beignets at Rockin' Dough Pizza, Coach, are legendary. I mean, absolutely legendary.
Absolutely. 4 strikeouts by Tucker Smith. Oh, I love them.
First pitch swinging, popped it foul behind home plate and into the stands. So I had the beignets and a brunch pizza. The 0-1 lifted into the air, right field. Atkins under it, puts it away. That's a quick inning. I'll have to tell you about Rockin' Dough Pizza when we come back. But after an inning and a half, USJ 3-0 over Fayette Academy on Jackson's News Talk, 101.5 and WNWS.com. Walker Moore to lead off. The bottom of the second for the Bruins. Walker plays over at second base. 3-0 USJ. Yeah, Coach, I think that did it. The field mic is with us now, isn't it?
Yes.
First pitch swing and popped it up. Pitcher's going to handle it out in front of the mound. Soft pop up, and Walker Moore is gone. One pitch and one out.
Now batting number 17.
And that's what you like to do to keep your pitch count down. I got me a note. One of my friends said, Coach, you had me give you the pitch count. That was Klein's 29th pitch. He's thrown 16 strikes.
That'll bring up the catcher, Drew Morris. It's to the right side of the plate. One gone, nobody on base. Full fastball. Gentleman setting over to our left did not even flinch, and that would have hit him right in the kisser had he not have been enjoying that netting right in front of him.
Good netting here at USJ. They keep it fresh. They don't let it dry rot like some schools do.
You know, that is so true. 1-0. Fastball outside, 2-0.
Now, Drew doesn't have a big strike zone. If you'll look, he's rather compact, and the young man, Klein, on the mound is going to have to, as Coach Todd used to say, bow his back and follow through.
2-0 to Drew Morris. Here's the 2-0 pitch. Outside, 3-0, and with one down, and Morris hitting ninth in the lineup. You don't want to put a runner on base.
Oh, and I believe let's see if he's taking all the way.
3-0. Ooh, went behind him with a fastball, and Morris will take first base. And we have reached the top of the lineup for the second time tonight. Carson Nicola.
Hey, what do you say, Carson?
Now from Drew Morris, he's going to have a courtesy runner. That's Brock Yates over at first
Hey,
base.
hard, big guy.
And Brock has done some courtesy running this year. Very good runner.
So back to rock and roll a minute, Coach. I have
Yes.
those beignets. Lawson Mann calls them bignets. They're beignets, way it's pronounced. And a brunch pizza. I have the eggs Florentine pizza. Oh, boy, I'll tell you what's on that in just a second. First pitch to Nicola, gets by the catcher and down to second base. Goes Brock Yates of the Bruins with one out, back in business here in the bottom of the second inning. Leading 3-0 already. So, Coach, I have the beignets, or as Lawson calls them, the bignets. And I have the eggs Florentine pizza. Had spinach, mushrooms, mozzarella, cheddar, and 3 over-easy eggs. Oh, boy, it was just fantastic.
That sounds great.
1-0 inside, 2-0.
Let's see it.
I'm going to come in a little early Saturday morning. We've got a couple of remotes, but I can always go catch the brunch.
Oh, boy. Brunch on Saturday and Sunday from 10 to 1 at Rock and Dough Pizza. Downtown Jackson at the Jackson Walk, and I'm telling you, son.
Hey, hitters count now.
A lot of cities would love to have the Jackson Walk.
You ain't love it. Now there's, the Jackson Walk is amazing. And the 2-0, squaring the bunt, taking it inside, 3-0 on Carson Nicola. So that's 7 straight balls that Tyler Klein has thrown here. At the bottom of the second, the 3-0. 8 straight ball, 8-0. So down to first base goes Carson Nicola. And now the Bruins are really in business. They've got something cooking here at the bottom of the second. Down at second base is Andrew Coy. And at first base, Carson Nicola. Nicola walked. And after Drew Morris walked, Andrew Coy's in a courtesy run. First pitch swinging, slow roller to second base. Oh, and he gets under the glove. Rounding third base and sprinting home with run number 4 for the Bruins is Andrew Coy. And taking third base on the throw is Antoine. So the Bruins take a 4-0 lead with runners on the corners and still coach only 1 out.
Yeah, that time nonchalant tried to field it off to the side. He had no chance for a double play. should have taken the sure out and stayed down on it. First and third. I don't know if it'll happen on the first pitch, but before this is over, we'll see Carson Nicola running.
Now Cole Salmons, very dangerous, the bat in his hand. The runners under corners, and Taylor Howell standing in the on-deck circle. He nearly hit it out of here his last at bat.
Yes.
Curveball. Beautiful job of the catcher.
And
Now
then
that short hop.
Hey, wait to see the ball, Cole.
The catcher, Gary Johnson, over in the batter's box, moved to his right, knocked it down.
did a great job. And to be corrected, that's Logan Antwine at first. And I'm going to tell you what, I thought he was about to take off then, and he kind of froze about 15 feet off the base.
So make it 1-0. Salmons, 1-0 gets by the catcher. Here's the runner screaming down the baseline. He's going to score. He comes in with run number 4 for the Bruins.
I believe
That was the
Hey, pick him up,
Cola
Cole. Pick him
scoring.
up.
Yeah.
Down to second base goes Antwine. So the Bruins now with a 4-0 lead in the bottom of the second inning. Still only 1 out. And Antwine standing down at second base.
That one just got away from catcher. I think they got crossed up on where the location was supposed
Looked
to
like
be.
it was a cross, yeah. The 2-0, that one's lifted up, popped up in the infield. That's down to first base side. That's going to make it into the stands. Giving it a look over there at first base. Just running out of real estate.
You could see everybody in
David Work,
motion.
big old David Work out at first base.
Oh, come on, man. You can do it.
I bet he plays football for Fayette Academy.
He's a husky young man. And 2 balls and a strike on Cole Salmons. Don't you got to put that on vibrate?
It's supposed to be.
Curveball, that stayed out. That's high and outside. 3 balls. You're too popular. You know it?
Yeah, but they're just going to have to wait. We got a baseball game to do.
3 balls and a strike. Here's the 3-1. Curveball hammered into left field. That's going to get down for a base hit. Rounding third base. Headed towards home with run number 6 for the Bruins. Logan
Now
Antwine.
batting number 10, Taylor.
So a 1-out RBI single off the bat of Cole Salmons. And coach, he ripped that one. Line drive into left field for the base hit.
He really did. And he's got 2 RBIs already on the night, and he is 1 for 2. And that brings up Taylor Howell, who got. Did you notice how that one sounded like a wooden bat instead of a metal bat just a second ago?
It had a different sound to
It
it.
really did.
So this is Taylor Howell,
Yeah.
the first baseman. He had a stand-up double early. There goes the runner. Throw down to second base. Not in time. Sliding in there safely is Cole Salmons. That was a fastball. It was out of the strike zone. 1-0 on Taylor Howell. Cole Salmons, a speedster.
Yes, he is. Got a
Swiped
good
that
jump.
base.
Yeah. Well, that was Klein's 45th pitch. He's thrown 20 strikes and faced this 13th batter he's faced.
The Bruins have scored 3 runs here in the bottom of the second on just 1 hit. 1-0, popped him up down the first base side. May have some room over there in foul territory. Can't get to it. That one's going to just make it
Hey,
into
see
the
ball,
stands. A
Lay
lot
down on
of
it.
foul territory here at USJ, more than you'll see at most high school baseball
Don't
parks.
raise up. Stay
A lot of
down.
room behind home plate, a lot of room down the third base line, all the way into the left field corner. Same thing on the right field side, all the way to the corner. A lot of room, Coach.
Yeah, well, I'd like to recruit kids that played at a field like this, more like college and pro fields.
Absolutely. The 1-1. There goes the runner. The throw to third is into left field. He's going to stand up and trot home with run number 7. That's Cole Salmons.
Cole, man.
He singled in a run, then stole second, stole third, and he'll score on that throwing error. And the Bruins have blown this one wide open here at the bottom of the second inning. It's 7-0 Bruins.
Yes, they have, and that caught Fayette Academy off guard then, him running But remember, Maury Wills was better at stealing third than he was second back. And remember, at one time he held the record 104 stolen bases in a season.
Well, he was. 2-1. Hit hard on the ground to shortstop. Scooped up over to first. That long throw is in time to retire Taylor Howell. So 2 gone.
Now batting number 3, Tucker.
And now the
Hey, wait,
pitcher,
Doug.
Tucker Smith, will hit. Tucker's only give up 1 hit after 2 innings on the mound. No runs. Now Tucker a chance to help his own cause with 2 outs in the bottom of the second inning, but 4 runs across home plate here for the Bruins in the second. 7-0 Bruins.
Hey, good cut, big man.
First pitch fouls it out of play behind home plate.
And Tucker in the first inning had a single, scored a run, and had an RBI on that single. So he's done it all, pitched and hit.
The 0-1 line to second base, who snags it. Young man making a nice play at second base to finally retire the Bruins. It's Caleb Farrell playing second well tonight for the Vikings. But a lot of damage done here at the bottom of the second inning. 4 runs on only 1 hit. Seven nothing Bruins as we head to the top of the third inning. 2 up for the Vikings. It's number 9 hitter Caleb Farrell. Then back to the top of the lineup, Isaac Armour and Tyler Kyle. 2 up for the Fayette Academy Vikings. It's 0-1. So Caleb Farrell swinging a miss. 0-2.
And this is Farrell's first appearance at the plate in this game. He ended the inning catching the liner off of Tucker Smith's bat and then leads off. You hear about that in Major League Baseball a lot of times.
Funny how that happens. Here's the 0-2 pitch. That's outside. A ball and 2 strikes. On the second baseman for the Fayette Academy Vikings, Caleb Farrell. Making the top of the third inning. It's 7-0 USJ. 1-2. Struck him out looking. Curveball backdoored him. 1 gone. Is Tucker Smith. Finding a real groove out there on the mound. He's retired 4 straight.
And that's 5 strikeouts for Tucker Smith.
To the top of the lineup we go, center fielder Isaac Armour.
And Isaac was a strikeout victim but got on first base as the ball got past the catcher and he made it safely.
First pitch to Armour on the way. Popped him up. Down the first base side, that's going to make the stands. Well, the bit of a windy afternoon, but that wind has all died down here at the ballpark. Oh, glorious lamp out there in left center field. No balls and a strike on Isaac Armour. Here's Smith's 0-1. Beautiful curveball, caught the inside corner, 0-2.
Oh, I love that one. As an old catcher and pitched every once in a while when I was fortunate enough to get. What a pitch.
Yeah, if you swing at it, what are you going to do with it?
Nothing.
Nothing. Here's the 0-2 pitch. Smith deals. Wasted 1 high and outside. Couldn't get Armour to chase it. This game is presented in parts by Garrett's Plumbing, Heating, and Air Conditioning. Since 1955. Here's the 1-2. Now back to the screen. Since 1955, serving the Jackson area. Make sure you get that air conditioner looked at, Coach, because once you crank it up now, you know, if you do a little bit of maintenance, if you let Garrett's take care of the maintenance, you'll get more of a lifespan out of your units. He caught him looking. Strikeout number 2 this inning for Tucker Smith, and the 5th straight Viking. He's set down. 2 gone and nobody on base. Here's the pitcher, Tyler Klein.
41 pitches, 30 strikes. And yeah, hey, you can make those heating and cooling units last 25, 30 years if you do it right. And a lot of them need Freon. And they can take care of that, too.
First pitch to Klein, hammered. Caught! Oh, he caught it at shortstop. Oh, boy. Got it up. Paul shows he lost a man, Michael Osborne. There's a helicopter. Look at that. Paul's got it on camera. First pitch swinging. Fly ball. Right center field. This one could be trouble. Way back there on his horse and making the catch at the warning track. Out there in center field is Isaac Armour. Well done by the center fielder for the Vikings. So one gone for the Bruins. Jacob Atkins gave that one a ride.
He really did. He's rattled the fence for a double and then gave that one. But a good jump by the center fielder then.
Oh, yes. Spencer Morris, third baseman, will hit with one out and nobody on base. In the bottom of inning number 3, the Bruins have a 7-0 lead. Garrett's Plumbing, Heating, and Air Conditioning. It's about time. We're 80 degrees today, Coach. I mean, we've turned the corner. We've made it through another winter.
Well, spring has sprung.
Yes, it has. 2-0.
English teachers might not
Tim
like
Morris,
me.
He slid into third base.
Yeah, and the umpire called him out.
Little
Dizzy Dean there.
boy,
Yeah.
oh boy. Dizzy was great.
Yes, great for baseball, too.
2-0. Fastball inside, 3-0. Well, right now at Garrett's Plumbing, Heating, and Air Conditioning, cool cash rebates up to $1,650 on a qualified home comfort system by Carrier. Rebates up to $1,650. You've got through June the 30th to get it done. Walked him on 4 straights. So a 1-out walk drawn by Morris. Now it's second baseman Walter Moore. Popped out to third base his first time up. For details, because Garrett, yes, they sell Carrier. They can get you finance as well. 668-3339, 668-3339 at GarrettPlumbing.com. Fine, just great Americans there, you know.
Yes, good people.
First pitch called is strike one. Fastball hit that outside corner.
And Charlie can talk sports with you, too, pretty
Oh,
good.
Charlie's awesome. His son played here at USJ, played well.
Yes, he did.
Pitcher. Culver chases. Morris back to first base.
Yeah, he said, I know you're there, Brother Morris.
Just letting you know. The 0-1 to Walker. Morris. Walker Moore, pardon me. Curveball, that's outside. A ball and a strike.
He wanted to get the curve over that outside, but it broke before it ever got to the plate.
One ball, one strike, one out.
No.
Throw to first. Boy, nearly had him leaning in the wrong direction. Back safely
Wow.
is
You're welcome.
Morris. Game brought to you in part by King Jewelers. Grover Blue Eyes King. 30 years experience. 1-1. Laid off the high heat. 2-1. King Jewelers, 16B Conrad Drive. Great selection of jewelry, pearls, diamonds. I mean, some watches.
Oh, I
Pulsar.
love your Pulsar
Look at that
watch.
Pulsar,
Yes.
beautiful watch for him and for her. 2-1. Outside, 3-1. Nice at bat for Walker Moore. He's only a sophomore. That's one of the first things young players have to learn. That's to be patient at the plate. Tough to teach that, isn't it?
Yeah, Jack told him, make it a strike before you swing at it.
3-1. That's in the dirt. Ball 4. So Walker Moore stepped out of his shoe and trots down to first base holding his shoe. He draws a 1-out walk. That'll move Spencer Morris to second base. And now it's Drew Morris, the catcher. He's really played well tonight behind home plate.
He really has. We haven't got to see him catch till tonight in game week. He walked his last time up, and of course, the courtesy runner for him, Brock Yates, scored the run.
See the ball, Drew. See it.
Baltimore at first base. Spencer Morris down at second. They get their leads. Drew Morris in the batter's box, who won out. The Bruins with a 7-0 lead. Bottom of inning number 3. Bo Culver on the mound out of the stretch. Fires a strike called on the outside corner. King Jewelers. Fine jewelry, friendly staff, custom designs, quality repairs, and Mother's Day is just around the corner, Coach.
Yes, it is, and start planning early.
The 0-1. Curveball in the dirt. Nice job of the catcher to keep that one in front of him. Keep the runners put at first and second base.
Yeah,
fine job tonight by Garrett Johnson.
Yeah, 58-foot curveball, and it's 60 feet to the plate.
That'd be tough.
Yep.
Ball and a strike on Drew Morris. Culver out of the stretch. Takes his sign. Takes a look back at the runner at second. Fires. Fastball is downstairs. 2 balls and a strike on Morris. The Jackson Generals open up the first home game. I'm not sure what I just said. First homestand of the season tomorrow night at the ballpark. The 2-1. That's in the dirt. Another nice job behind home plates. Johnson going to be sore in the morning.
He is, but I'm impressed with his flexibility, and he moves well. Made a movement like a hockey goalie then to block a shot. Yeah.
Three balls and a strike on Drew Morris. There go the runners. The pitch called strike 2. And no throw. So it's a double steal for the Bruins. Is moving over to third base is Morris, and Walker Moore down to second base. So Drew Morris with 2 runners in scoring position. Here's the payoff pitch. Popped it up, right side. First baseman gives it a look down the first base side and over the shoulder, trying to make the catch, couldn't do it. Tough opportunity over there at first base.
It really is a tough one. Dan, the second baseman's got to take it, but he was playing so far away that time that he couldn't get there. Infield is going to be in. They're going to try to keep because remember, 10-run rule in a couple innings comes into effect.
Yeah, if you're looking at this here, you're going, why is infield playing in? It's 7-0. Coach just told you. They want to extend the game. Here's the payoff. It's high, ball 4. So 3 consecutive walks. Well, not consecutive. It was the 3 walks this inning. They've loaded the bases, have the Bruins.
Hey, Carson, let's get it done.
And now the top of the lineup with an opportunity and a visit to the mound. Old Culver's had a rough time. This is his first inning. He's not going to make it out of this inning. Going to be a change on the mound. We'll step aside for the pitching change. With 1 out in the bottom of the 3rd. The Bruins have loaded the bases with a 7-0 lead on Jackson's News Talk, 101.5 and WNWS.com.
Remember to sign up for ABC Heat and Plumbing's Red Carpet Club, where we'll come to your house several times a year until we can find something to charge you for. Oops, did I say that out loud?
This is Charlie Garrett with Garrett Plumbing and Heating. We know you don't want us tracking through your house unless you have a reason to call us. At Garrett, we do both commercial and residential work with certified technicians for heating, cooling, and plumbing. We've been locally owned in Jackson since 1955. No gimmicks, just good dependable work, including sales and installation of carrier units with easy financing. Call us at 668-3339. That's 668-3339.
The first thing people notice when they pull up to your home or business is what it looks like on the outside. How the grass looks. Is it pleasing to the eye? Boykins Mowing and Landscape has been keeping their customers satisfied for over a decade. Licensed and bonded, Boykins can improve the health and quality of your lawn today. From mowing and weed control to mulching and stump grinding, Boykins does it all. Call Boykins Mowing and Landscaping at 394-7249 and let them set you up on a plan that works for you. Boykins, the only name you need to know in lawn care.
If it's happening now, you're hearing it now. Jackson's News Talk, 101.5 FM.
Well, the Vikings have to go to the bullpen for the second time tonight. Here's Coach Joe Holloway with some changes for the Vikings.
And the pitching change is David Work, the first baseman, will move in to pitch. He is a right-handed pitcher, wears number 22, another one of those big pitchers. And the pitcher, Bo Culver, will move to first base. Culver threw 17 pitches. Only 5 of them were strikes. He only pitched officially 1/3 of an inning, 3 bases on balls, and he is responsible for all of the runners in the sacks or jam.
David Work inheriting a mess here in the bottom of the 3rd inning. Bases full of Bruins, and the top of the lineup due up. It's Carson Nicola.
Hey, what you say, Carson?
With the bases jammed, it's already
Hey, drive 'em in, buddy.
7-0 Bruins. And we're only in the bottom of inning number 3. David Work gonna pitch out of the windup with the bases jammed. First pitch, fastball. Fouled
Hey,
off
see
the
the ball,
catcher's mask. It's 0-1 on Nicola.
Yeah, good old mask and all that. Base hit will probably score 2. Carson Nicola, 0 for 1 officially, walked and scored his last time up.
No balls and a strike on Carson Nicola. Bases full of Bruins. 1 out. Bottom of the 3rd. David Work taking a lot of time out there on that rubber. Nicola says, that's too much time. He stepped out of the box.
See it, Carson. See it.
Always back out when they take too much time.
Work out of the windup and coils, fires, line.
That boy, you're on top
Over
of
the
it.
Bruin dugout and out of play. It's 0-2 on Nicola.
Now he's got to guard the plate and see if he comes up off the end. So, well, and baseball now, Dan, people don't choke up like they used to when they got 2 strikes. But he does have to just try to make contact now.
That is so true. Rarely do you see someone choke it up. The 0-2 pitch on its way. Fastball hit on the ground towards second base. Fielded cleanly to second. It's a high throw and everybody's safe. And another run will score as Spencer Morris will score from third base. That's run number 8. That throw to second base was high. And it was Walker Moore, I believe, getting under that, sliding in there. So everybody's safe and another run scores. And it's Logan
Hey,
Answine.
quick hands, big guy. Quick hands.
Still only 1 out, and the base is full of Bruins. It's 8-0 USJ at the bottom of inning number 3. King Jewelers at 16B Conrad Drive. The 0-2, hammered left field. That one's trouble. That's going to get down and into the corner. 1 run will score. Rounding third, headed towards home. With run number 10 for the Bruins is Brock Yates, as Yates scores behind Morris.
14, Cole Sam.
And the Bruins have a 10-0 lead. Still only 1 out in the 3rd. And runners on second and third. And here's Cole Sammons, who's having a big night.
He's 1 for 2, stole a base and scored his last plate appearance. That was back in the 2nd inning.
Made a fantastic catch on the move out there in center field.
Yes, he did.
First pitch, high and inside, ball 1.
Hey,
Well, he
put
made a
hurting on it,
highlight
Cole.
film
Put a hurting on
catch
it.
and throw out at Southside the other
Oh,
night.
boy, he did. The potential, well, it wasn't the potential. It was the game-tying run he threw out at home.
Yes, it was.
The 1-0. Fastball downstairs, 2-0. Major League Baseball scoreboard brought to you
hitters count
by
now,
the
hitters count.
Jackson Generals. Phillies out in front of the Nationals, 6-1. Phillies off to a blistering start, 7-2. Setting atop the NL East. Here's the 2-0. Fastball, strike 1 at the knees. Baltimore trailing 5-0.
Make him bring it up a little.
The A's, top of the 6th inning. The Phillies lead is they head to the bottom of the 5th in Philadelphia. Reds 11-0 over the Marlins. Top of the 7th inning in Cincinnati. 2-1, gets by the catcher. Here comes run number 11 streaking down that third base line. And crossing home plate, Carson Nicola. as Drew Morris moves over to third base. And boy, oh boy, the wheels have completely come off here in the third inning for Fayette Academy. It's 11-0 USJ.
It is, Dan, and I know the rule in softball, and I think baseball is 20 after 2, but we're in the third inning.
3-1 pitch, curveball, that's inside, ball 4, and Salmons will draw a walk. He's down at first base. And the dangerous Taylor Howell, but runners on the corners, and still only one out. At the bottom of the third inning, it's 11-0 USJ.
Taylor Howell had a big double and scored
Hey,
in the first inning. He's 1 for 2 on the night.
The Cardinals lead the Dodgers 1-0. Bottom of the third in St. Louis. Dodgers off to a good start, 8-3. Cardinals playing .500 baseball after the first 10.
Molina, slow start, some pitching problems. They're going to come around.
Hammered
Hey, straight
foul,
through it, T.
out of play down
Straight
the
through
right
it.
field line. The Yankees and the Astros tied at 1. Bottom of the second inning in Houston. Astros 6-5. The Yankees come in to action today at .500, 5-5. The Mariners off to a blistering start, 10-2. Good tie for the Royals, 1 apiece. Throw down to third base, gets away, and here comes run number 12. Scoring from third base on another throwing error. Crossing home plate is Logan Antwine, and the Bruins have a 12-0 lead. As Antwine scores, and Salmons will take third base on that errant throw. 13-0 Bruins.
And it's tough to come back from being 13 runs down at this point in time. I've seen it done, but it doesn't happen very often.
Well, now they've got 16 runs up there. Line to right field, but right at the right fielder in his tracks makes the catch. Tagging at third and scoring for the Bruins. It's Cole Salmons as Taylor Howell is going to be credited with a sac fly and RBI. The Bruins, now they've got it right. It's officially, they say 13-0. Everybody got confused. So many runs across home plate, it's hard to keep up with it. And now with 2 outs and a base is empty. Today's pitcher for the Bruins, Tucker Smith, who Tucker's only given up 1 hit tonight. No runs through 3 completes. First pitch swinging, fouls it back into the stands.
He's 1 for 2 tonight. He had a hit back in the first inning and then lined out to the second baseman in the second.
Mariners and the Royals tied at 1. They head to the top of the third inning over in Kansas City. The 0-1 inside, 1-1. Mariners at 10-2. The Royals 2-7 of the year. It's gone final in Detroit. Indians over the Tigers 8-2. Indians off to a good start, coach, 7-3. The 1-1 hit on the ground to shortstop. Scooped up there and over to first base to finally retire the Bruins. But coach, 6 runs in the third. It's 13-0 Bruins on Jackson's News Talk 101.5 and WNWS.com. Is Bo Culver.
And Trinity has beaten Peabody 2-1 is the final.
Oh, that was a big win for Peabody, big district win. Or pardon me, for Trinity. You know, those are 3 very good baseball teams in the same district. Peabody, of course, Trinity Christian, but Gibson County, they're the real deal Holyfield. According to Kyle Spurgeon, they splits a pair with the Lions so far this year. 2-0 to Bo Culver, leading off the top of the third inning for Fayette Academy. Tucker Smith into his fourth inning of work. Only one hit, no runs surrendered by Tucker. 2-0 is fouled back into the stands. The Braves out in Colorado taking on the Rockies. They move to the bottom of the first inning, scoreless. The Braves, slow start, but they caught fire. After an 0-3 start, the Braves have won to 6 out of 7. Fouled back to the screen. That'll even the count at 2 balls and 2 strikes. On the leadoff hitter in the top of the fourth inning for Fayette Academy, Bo Culver.
And Culver had a double his first time up. That's the only hit for the Vikings.
Later on tonight, the Rangers are in Arizona. The General's parent club is off to a 5-5 start. Struck him out with a curveball. Swing and a miss. Round number 1 as Culver goes down. 1 out, nobody on base, and now David Word. 4 hits for the Vikings. Padres are in San Francisco. The Padres are off to a 7-4 start. The Brewers later on tonight on the West Coast. Milwaukee's in Los Angeles to take on the Angels. Swing and a miss. It's 0-1 on David Work.
And Work, a strikeout victim his last time up.
The 0-1. Swing and a miss. It's 0-2. Coach, I had a chance to ask you your thoughts on Tennessee men's basketball coach Rick Barnes saying no to UCLA and staying at Tennessee. He did get a $2 million raise to stay at Tennessee.
It was all about the money.
Swing and a miss on 3 pitches. Second strikeout victim of the inning. David Work goes down swinging, and that brings up Thomas Williams.
And he was a strikeout victim, 8th strikeout, and Dan, it was all about the money. Barnes was not going anywhere, and Philip Fulmer couldn't afford to let him go anywhere because he would have had to hire 2 basketball coaches, and of course we know now it's going to be Kelly Jolly Harper.
First pitch, a curveball called strike 1. He backdoored him with that slow curveball. Left-handed pitching Smith to the right-handed hitting Williams.
Seems to be gaining strength as he goes along, Dan.
Sure has. The 0-1 swing and a miss. Foul tipped it into the mid. So he's retired now. 8 straight Vikings has Tucker Smith.
Doing the job. Really nice young man.
Here's the 0-2 pitch. Wasted 1. That's a great waste pitch because he had Williams about to chase it. The changeup hit out in front of the plate, but Williams.
Oh, Williams was fighting it.
He sure was.
That rascal.
That's a great pitch. Here's the 1-2. Curveball, fouled off behind home plate. Just got a piece of it to stay alive.
And that's Smith's 41st. Well, let's see. Let me get my pitches right. That's his 54th pitch.
Very efficient, Tucker Smith tonight. Here's the 1-2 pitch on its way. Upstairs to the fastball. 2 balls and 2 strikes.
Smith's thrown 41 strikes tonight.
Very efficient, Tucker Smith. 2-2-2. Bring it, Susie. Ooh, fastball just downstairs. That'll run the count full.
Well, you had all kinds of 2s up there before that pitch. Even the batter's wearing number 2.
Deuces wild. Now it's a payoff pitch due to Williams. The payoff. Ooh, boy, that just was just out of the strike zone. Ball 4. So a 2-out walk drawn by Thomas Williams. So Williams is down at first base. And now it's third baseman, Quint Stackley.
And he flied out to center his only time at the plate.
This game brought to you in part by the all-new Carlock Nissan of Jackson. Ball one. The all-new Carlock Nissan of Jackson. Big Steve. Hey, Saturday, Coach will be there from 1 to 3. It's Super Saturday. Josh Smith, the very talented singer-songwriter, is going to be playing some music out there with some of his friends. The dandy jumper for the kids going to be there. The 1-0 bounce foul down the third base line. Going to have some free food, all kind of good stuff, and great deals. It's the Grand Slam of Saving. That's probably not you, Coach.
It's not me, because I keep looking for messages, and that's not it.
Coach, that field mic is going to drive Coach to drinking. Here's the 1-1 downstairs, 2-1. I was going to continue that charade, but I thought, no, Coach is about to go crazy here.
Yeah, I've been looking
for
it, trying to cut the thing off. Oh, Lord. Hey, but you know what? One thing that's sure thing is Big Steve and his deals at Carlock Nissan.
2-1. Called strike two. Hey, Baker Moore does a great job with the PA, but whoever's running the scoreboard's going to have to wake up. They've fallen asleep.
Yep.
2 balls and 2 strikes. 2 outs. 13-0 Bruins. 2-2. Slow roller down the third base line. Going to roll foul.
It's probably better that it rolled foul because you weren't going to get anybody on that one.
Yeah, Big Steve over at Carlock Nissan of Jackson. The Grand Slam of Savings event all April long. Get in there quickly because we got the best selection, the biggest selection of pre-owned that we've ever had. 19 down, 19 delivers. No payment for 90 days. You buy your Nissan tomorrow, you don't make a payment till it's almost July. 2-2. Line towards second base on one hop. Over to first in time to retire the side. Leading off the bottom of the 4th inning, Daz Wallace will hit for the Bruins. First time we've seen Daz tonight.
Yeah, he's hitting for Jacob Adkins.
Daz Wallace. Mr. Wallace, he played tailback for the Bruins football team, and he's about 6'1", about 240 pounds. Can you imagine trying to tackle that guy right there?
No, I don't want to hit him because Steve Stoots ran over me one time, and he was about that size.
1-0's upstairs.
And that was Haywood's tailback back when Dr. Rooks was playing.
How good was Gary Taylor for the Indians? Did you ever see him play?
Gary Taylor ran hard. If he had been a step faster, he was dangerous, and he could cow trump you too sometimes.
That's almost a lost, shame that we've lost that cow trump.
Oh, yeah. Well,
That's
he and a running back named Johnny Starks really did the job at Northside, and got to give baby brother a little credit. He was their lead blocker at fullback.
Your baby brother. He did it well. Here's a 2-1 pitch to Daz. It's upstairs. 3 balls and a strike. To Daz Wallace leading off the Bruins' 4th inning. We're at the bottom of the 4th inning. It's all USJ, 13-0. This is WNWSF in Jackson. Here's a 3-1 pitch, way outside, ball 4. So Daz Wallace draws a leadoff walk. In the bottom of the 4th inning now for the Bruins. It's Nick Stamper, the 5th. Son of Nick Stamper, the 4th. Oh, what a great American.
Yes.
Number 4 is. And this young man here, Nick Stamper, is a fine young man. Big fan of Bill Dance, big fan of the outdoors, loves to fish.
Well-mannered young man.
Got a great family. First pitch downstairs, gets away from the catcher. There goes Wallace. He'll take second base.
If I'm the second baseman and I catch that, I don't want to put – I'm going to step to the side and put the sweep tag on. Because Dez – I'm going to tell you what. If I was pitching to him, I'd have to keep him his hands tied up, because if you ever let Dez Wallace extend his arms and get hold of one, you can catch it about 5 counties from here.
He's a big Well, he's put together.
Yes.
He looks stout. And he is stout. It's 1-0 to Stamper. Gets by the catcher. There's Wallace. He'll trot down to third base. So Nick Stamper with an opportunity for an RBI with nobody out in the bottom of the fourth inning. I assume, Coach, 15 runs within this game, and it's 13-0 already. Bruins with the bottom of inning number 4.
In softball, I am positive of it's 15 after 3, 20 after 2, 15 after 3, and 10 after 5.
2-0. Hammer down the right field line. That could be trouble. It's slicing foul. As Stamper gave that one a ride down the right field line. A noisy strike number 1.
Yeah, he says, man, if I just pulled the trigger a hair faster, I'd had me a base hit and it'd be looking like a track meet running around those bases.
Yep. Carlock Nissan of Jackson is at 495 Van Drive. Carlock Nissan of Jackson.com. Go see Big Steve. 2-1. One hop back to the mound. Pitcher's got to go to first. Here's Wallace. He's going to scream towards the home plate, and he'll score. On the throw as the pitcher looked over at Wallace, but didn't hold him and force him back to third. And when he turned to throw it to first, Wallace sprinted home with run number 14 for the Bruins. 14-0 Bruins. 1 out. Bases empty. Bottom of the fourth inning. USJ looking for win number 15 of the season. Outside. Ball 1. At the plate, Jake Amos. It's Jack Peels emptying the bench tonight. And why not?
Yeah.
These guys have earned it. The 1-0. Hammered foul. Against the screen.
And, of course, you got the re-entry rule. If you want to put your normal fielders back out there, you can do that. And if they score the 15th run, if it's the same as softball, the game will be over if they can get 15.
1-1 downstairs, 2-1. This Friday, join me and Seabass at Rhodes Diner in downtown Medina. What's a great place to eat. I tell you, Sam Rhodes, what a great family restaurant. 2-1. Outside 2-2. Rhodes Diner. We're going to be there with a 180 from 8 to 11. And Big Steve from the all-new Carlock Nissan going to be with us. And he'll buy you breakfast. Just got to show up there between 8 and 11. It's on Big Steve. 3-1's outside, ball 4. So Amos draws a walk with 1 out in the bottom of the fourth inning.
17, Drew Morris.
There's Drew Morris.
Drew does not have an official plate appearance. He's walked twice tonight, Dan.
Very workmanlike evening for Mr. Morris. Drew Morris, the catcher. He's played very well tonight. First pitch gets away from the catcher, back to the screen, and down to second base goes Jake Amos.
Base hit will score Jake Amos. I guarantee you, if it gets in the outfield, Jake will be running like a deer with somebody after him.
You ain't kidding. This game's brought to you in part by Hardy, Martin, and Owens, attorneys at law. Bouncing ball towards shortstop. Scooped up there and over to first. In time to retire. Drew Morris. So 2 gone. Moving over to third base is Amos. He'll take third on the throw. So 2 gone. And Amos down at third base. For Brock Yates, his first at bat tonight. He's been a courtesy runner a couple of different times, but this is the first time he's had a stick in his hand. Hardy, Martin, and Owens, attorneys at law. Downtown Jackson. First consultation is absolutely free. Call 424-2151. Tipping the scales in your favor. Hardy, Martin, and Owens, attorneys at law. 424-2151. My attorneys wear suits and eat them up like catfish. 1-0 to Brock Yates. The 1-0. Slow roller third base. Have to hurry, and he does. A beautiful play at third base to retire the Bruins in the bottom of the fourth inning. That's as good as you can do it by Stackley over at third base. Brett Culver leading off the top of the fifth inning for Fayette Academy. That's the hardest hit ball of the game against Tucker Smith, and it's a foul. He's only given up one base hit tonight. Tucker Smith gone the distance for the Bruins, and he's kept Fayette Academy scoreless. The 0-1 is fouled back to the screen. It's 0-2.
He had Brett out in front of that one and took a little off of it, and boy, he's swinging for the downs. I'll tell you what, that woke up some people that had gone to sleep here at the ballpark.
The 0-2. It's slowly towards second base. Going to have to hurry. Quickly to first. Oh, he's not going to make the throw. Well, it was a slow roller, and Walker Moore.
Just wonder if it got caught in the web of his glove.
Now batting number 24.
I think so, Coach, trying to hurry. So winding up down at first base. How do you score that one? Because the throw was not made.
Yeah, I'm going to score it a hit on that one.
That's really all you can do, isn't it?
Yes.
Now it's Sam Thornton.
They may be going to score it an error. That's a tough one. I'd have to see a replay. They gave him a hit.
Culver's out at first base. Strike one call. 14-0 Bruins. 3 runs in the first, 4 in the second, 6 in the third, 1 in the fourth inning. 14-0 Bruins. The 1-1 it fouled off of the plate. A ball and 2 strikes on the Vikings left fielder Sam Thornton,
who's 0 for 1 in the contest, fly to right field.
Smith out of the stretch, popped him up to the mound. A little soft pop up. Tucker Smith makes the catch on the mound for out number 1. So 1
Now
out.
batting number 19.
Culver still standing down at first base. Second baseman Caleb Farrell standing in the batter's box. First pitch swinging, fouls it over near the Viking dugout along the first base side. Strike 1.
And Tipton Rosemark leading Sacred Heart in the 5th, 6-3. It's going to be a big battle in about a week between Tipton Rosemark and USJ.
Oh boy, Rosemark having a great year. The 0-1, slow roller down the third base side. Rosemark is 18-3 on the season. USJ 14-5, looking to move to 15-5 tonight. Sacred Hearts having a very good year. They're 10-5 on the season. We'll see this Sacred Heart team. What, about a week
Next
or so?
Tuesday,
Next
I believe.
Tuesday.
Next Tuesday.
Chuck Walker's son having a great year. Bounce foul down the first base side.
You know, Tipton Rosemark's number 3 in the Baseball Coaches Association poll here in Tennessee, and USJ is number 4.
Good baseball being played. Oh and 2. Here's the 0-2 pitch. He struck him out. Got him to chase an 0-2 pitch. Curveball in the dirt. 2 gone for center fielder Isaac Harmer.
Now batting
Culver
number
led
10.
off with an infield single. He's still standing down at first base. Now 2 outs. 14-0. Tucker Smith pitching a jewel tonight. He's only given up 2 hits, no runs. Fastball, through it pipe, swing and a miss.
Isaac Armour 0 for 2, and he was on in the first inning after the strikeout got by and they couldn't throw him out. 9 strikeouts for Tucker Smith.
Boy, he's pitched a whale of a game. The 0-1. Just off the plate, even a count at a ball and a strike. This game is being brought to you by the Jackson Generals Baseball Club. The home schedule starts tomorrow night. 1-1's downstairs. Tomorrow night at the ballpark, Chattanooga. The Lookouts are in town.
Oh, Brother Ward will be broadcasting for Chattanooga.
Larry Ward, he's a good one, isn't he?
Yes, he is. What a great guy. He's seen it all in Chattanooga.
Great broadcaster. 2-1s upstairs. 3-1. Chattanooga, first pitch tomorrow night, 6:05. Wednesday and Thursday nights. Thursday nights, dollar nights. 3-1. All 4. Something we've not seen much of tonight. That's Tucker Smith having trouble finding the strike zone.
Absolutely, Dan.
He retired 11 straight before the infield hits. Oh, what did he get up to? Was it 8 straight?
I want to say he reached 8. I'd have to go back and take a look at it, but I believe it was 8. Let's see.
Tyler Clyde, he'll hits with 2 down, and Vikings on first and second. Curveball caught the inside corner, strike 1. $1.09 on Thursday. Pay it forward Friday. Swing and a miss. It's 0-2. And then on Saturday nights, all we do is win night. And then the first fireworks extravaganza of the season this Saturday night. Sunday at 2:05. It's a 5-game homestand, so don't miss the Jackson Generals. That homestand starts tomorrow night at 6:05 versus the Chattanooga Lookouts. What the Generals, the 2-time Southern League champions, and they've got 3 or 4 of the top prospects in the Diamondbacks organization here in Jackson to start things. Hammered left field, down near the corner. That one's going to hook foul. Strike number 2.
Carson Nicola hustling over there. Dan, I know they've got several seating plans out there, and season tickets are actually very affordable, too.
Oh, boy, it's the new general manager for the Jackson Generals. I met with him today. Had a very enjoyable meeting. Marcus Sabata. He's been in baseball for a long time.
Yeah, that's just a good baseball name, like DiMaggio.
Oh, yeah.
Sound like an Italian-American name.
He's from Kansas, and he's really enjoying his time in Jackson. Line down to third base. Line, that's going to get into the outfield and score a run. Rounding third base and streaking home with the first run of the game for the Vikings is the man that led off the inning with an infield single, Brett Culver. He stood down at stood down at first base for the longest. And now this comes with 2 outs in the top of the 5th inning. The Vikings erasing that big old goose egg. Now it's Bo Culver with 2 outs, but Vikings on first and second in the top of inning number 5. You can buy your tickets online, JacksonGeneralsBaseball.com, or call 988-5299. That ballpark looks magnificent. I was out there today and snooping around, swinging a miss, and even the count of the ball at a strike. Milt Canavan was firing up some fire ants out front, getting the ballpark just perfect for tomorrow night, opening night at the ballpark. That's always a lot of fun, isn't it, Coach?
Oh, it is. A lot of good things happening.
The 1-1 downstairs, 2-1.
Have in-between innings entertainment, giveaways, contests, you name it, they got it going.
Oh, what a great product it is. Southern League standings. 2-1 pitch. Swing and a miss. 2-2. The Smokies on top. They're 3-1. The Generals a game and a half out of first place. Now they're coming home. It's time to make up some ground. The Lookouts are 2-2. They're a game out of first in the Southern League North. 2-2. Foul backing out of play. We'll do it again. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Hey, Susie, ring that bell.
Absolutely. We got to get us a bell, Dan.
We do. The Biloxi Shuckers and Jacksonville Jumbo Shrimp popped him up. It's a Major League pop-up. This one's got to be down the first base side. Taylor Howell gave it a look but ran out of real estate. That was going to bounce off the top of the Viking dugout along that first base side, so the count will stay at 2-2. So Biloxi, Jacksonville, and Pensacola all off to 3-2 starts in the Southern League South Division. Smokies have the best record in the Southern League at 3-1 here in the early season. The Generals really owning the Southern League, really, over the last decade. 2-2, that's high and outside. And a run to count full. Tucker Smith, after retiring, what was it, Coach? 8? Or
Actually, it's 9.
9 straight
Nine
Vikings says. Had 2 outs and a runner on first and run into trouble here in the 5th. There go the runner, swing and a miss. That was your favorite play, Coach, the merry-go-round.
Yes.